Two Real Geeks, bringing you the first installment of Geeks Kitchen. So today we're going to be cooking. I'm giving you one of my best recipes right off the bat. I don't know if this is a mistake or not, but today we're going to be cooking my Thai ginger chicken. So we're going to be doing a little bit of Thai food. This recipe was from a friend of my mom's who was from Thailand, so it's all authentic. It's a great recipe. It's really easy. It is so good. Everybody, like, if you make it for a dinner party, if you bring it for like a potluck, people will love it. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna start with everything we're gonna need for this recipe. So, main ingredient, of course, with Thai ginger chicken is chicken. So, gonna use about 2 pounds of regular boneless chicken breast. I use jasmine rice for this recipe. I like the way that it goes with it. It's kind of like, you know, an Asian type rice rather than regular like white rice. Garlic, pretty decent sized piece of ginger. Altogether we're gonna need like a half a cup of minced ginger. So vegetable oil, oyster sauce, and fish sauce. And for this recipe, I'm going to be using my rice cooker. You can cook the rice on the stove normal. That's no problem. But I love the rice cooker. Makes it so easy. So I'm going to use the rice cooker. You can follow the package directions to cook the rice on the stove if that's the way you cook rice. And I'm going to be using my mini chopper. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the rice started first. Because the prep doesn't really take much time and the actual cooking is really pretty quick. So the rice really takes the longest of anything, so I like to get that started first. If you're kind of under pressure and you feel like it might take you a little bit to do the garlic and the ginger, you can wait and do that first and then start your rice if that'll make you feel a little bit comfortable. I don't have an exact timing for the rice because the rice cooker works its magic. It'll depend on the amount of rice you make. I just know from experience that it'll right about work with my timing to start the rice now. If you cook it on the stove, the package will give you, you know, a more specific cook time. But, you know, that's the magic of the rice cooker. It just knows when it's done, so I go with that. So, you know, check your directions if you cook on the stove. For the rice cooker, it's just an equal amount of rice and water. Maybe a splash of extra water for the jasmine rice because it tends to be a little tougher than white rice. But I'm going to do about 2 cups of the white rice, 2 cups of water, and get that started. Okay, we got that started. We're going to go ahead and get started and prep the veggies. So, cutting board, a peeler for the garlic, and my kitchen knife. And here we go. Okay, I'm going to start with the ginger and get this peeled. I'm just cutting off those dry edges that would be like impossible to peel over. Makes it a little easier. I'm gonna cut the garlic into pieces that my chopper will find easier to deal with. So that's all I'm doing with this, is just cutting it into random, like, smaller, thinner pieces just so it chops better. Now, this part I do with my mini chopper, chopping up the garlic and ginger. Now, the original recipe had said to use a mortar and pestle. I don't know if you know what that is. One of these things to mash, like, you would like chop up the ginger and garlic and then mash it into like a paste. But if you have a good like food processor or mini chopper that really like chops it up really fine, where it is almost like a paste, it's so much easier than crushing this stuff. So if you have a chopper, that would be great. It makes it a really perfect consistency. If you like using one of these, you can go ahead and mash the ginger and garlic up that way. If you have neither of those, I would probably chop them as finely as possible and put it in a bowl and use like a fork or a spoon to kind of crush it up as, finely as you possibly could, and mix it together really well. And all of those will work equally as well and be amazing. Okay, let's get chopping. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and kind of need a new mini chopper because the piece that kept this from moving kind of broke, so I need a new chopper, but it still works great, so hey. Now, I'm just eyeballing that was about half a cup of ginger, because it's really hard to be able to tell how much ginger at the store will relate to how much. Get a sizably big piece, and if it's a little over or a little bit under, none of that will make or break the recipe, really. So, I'm going to go ahead and get the garlic ready to add to that. Now again, I need about a quarter cup of garlic. So, minced up fine. That's kind of a lot. So, I'm going to use a head of garlic, and that should be about a quarter cup. Might be a little bit over, might be a little bit under, but I am not going to worry about that too much. you might have your own system for crushing up garlic. This was the one I was taught, so I cut like the butt end of it off, not like the pointy ends, but the end that's on the bottom of the garlic clove. Hack that off and smash, and the outside will peel right off. Okay, so threw all that in the chopper together, mixed it up, mashed it up, and married it all together. And now we're going to go ahead and clean the rest of this up and get the chicken ready. So, alright, got regular boneless chicken breasts. Calls for about 2 pounds. This is probably just a little over 2 pounds, probably like 2.5. So, you can probably get away with up to 3 pounds without having to increase the recipe for the sauce and having it, you know, be good. If you were going to go to like 4 pounds, then I would definitely double the ginger, garlic, and the sauces and everything also. So I'm going to go ahead and trim off anything I find offensive. A little bit of fat here and there I can tolerate. Anything like this, though, gots to go, my friends. Gots to go. Alright, I'm gonna ditch this. And I'm going to cut the chicken into thin strips. If you prefer like chunks or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. It's, you know, pretty however you like it. Okay, got the chicken already. Washed my hands. So we are ready. Oh, and while we were getting the chicken ready, my rice finished cooking, so it's on warm right now. And we can get rocking and rolling on getting everything cooked up. So, so I have this big non-stick pan that I love. It's a Cuisinart pan. Yeah, love it. I believe it came from Bed Bath & Beyond, but I can't swear by that 100%. It was a gift from my mom. But any non-stick pan works great. You could probably use a wok for this. I don't know. Never tried. But, alright, so we're going to go ahead and get rolling. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Gonna put my stove on high and get that ready and going. So, full disclosure, since we moved to Georgia, has been the first time in my life I've ever used an electric stove. That's what they have here in our complex. But so yeah, all my life in New York I've only ever cooked on gas stoves, so there's a little bit of a learning curve cooking things on the electric stove and getting the temperatures exactly how, like, I'm used to being able to see fire. That doesn't work anymore, so it's a bit of an adjustment for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the oil heated up. Went ahead and rinsed the measuring cup so I can reuse it because I hate dishes. Like, I hate dishes. So you'll find that a lot of the recipes that I bring to you will have minimal ingredients and minimal pots and, like, you know, if the less amount of dishes I use, the better. Gonna turn that down to like a medium. Oh, don't worry about the smoke. I cleaned the stove earlier, so that tends to happen. It's just like cleaner that got into the burner. It's not anything, and it'll go away in just a second. So you're gonna go ahead and first thing dump all of the garlic and ginger into that oil and brown it up a little bit. Hope I'm not in your way. It's kind of hard for me to cook left-handed, but I'll try. Just a little piece of the skin from the garlic that I saw in there, so I grabbed that. Alright, that's frying up pretty good, and I'm starting to smell it pretty strong. That means it's getting good and cooked up in there. The next thing I'm going to do is add the oyster sauce. You're going to add a 1/4 cup of the oyster sauce. So you're going to mix all that together. I'm going to let that cook all together for just a minute. Let all that flavor mix in together. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken. Always give your hands a quick rinse after you handle the chicken, because you don't really want to, start touching things around your kitchen with chicken hands. That's not always going to be great for you. So, give your hands a quick rinse. Now you're going to go ahead and mix this all up and cook it until the chicken is cooked through and isn't pink anymore. Like, if you were cooking this for a big group of people, like, this amount is probably good for 4 to 6 people. But in reality, it'll just feed me and Danny, and maybe have lunch tomorrow because we love it. So, if you were cooking for a big group of people, or you wanted to make sure you have leftovers, you might want to cook it in separate batches, because as you see, like, you don't want the pan to be too full, or you'll never get the chicken really cooked through well, and all that good stuff, so. Okay. So obviously while this is cooking, you're going to mix it up here and there. You can let it sit for a couple minutes. It cooks the chicken a lot faster if you kind of let it hang for a second. But as you can see, we're getting close. I see a couple pieces that could stand a couple more minutes. But we're almost done. Now, you could easily add vegetables to this, I'm sure, and have it be delicious. That wasn't in the recipe as I got it. This is exactly how I got it. I'm sure that if you wanted to add vegetables, it would be great if you like that sort of thing. Gotta tell you that if it's vegetables you're looking for, my channel is not gonna offer you a full lot of that because I don't like them. Not a big fan of vegetables. I mean, we're definitely going to be doing like a sausage and peppers and things like that. So, you know, they'll be around. But, like, I don't like broccoli. I'm not, like, this is just not where you're going to get a whole lot of vegetables. A lot of Italian food, you know, that's my background. I'm a New York Italian. And a lot of other fun stuff like that. But, yeah, not a lot of veggies. Okay, once the chicken is cooked all the way through, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of the fish sauce. Alright, now I'm going to mix this all together. Oh boy. Electric stove. I would move it, well, yeah, I probably will move it off the burner. The most irritating thing about my stove is it only has 1 large burner and 3 small ones. Like, I've seen some other ones that had 2 large and 2 small, and I could probably handle that a little bit better. But only having 1 large burner when you need to cook pasta and sauce at the same time isn't very helpful. As you can see, ooh, over here, try to do it this way. My rice is done. It went from cook up to warm, so it's chilling in there, all ready to go. So we're gonna throw that over some rice, and we'll be ready to eat. Alrighty. Nice fluffy rice from my rice cooker. Spoon a little of that out. A nice scoop of the chicken and the amazing sauce. That is it, and we are ready to eat. What you doing?
Getting more food.
Are you gonna leave any?
My lunch tomorrow. Gotta have something for work.
Alright guys, well, that's gonna do it for the first Geek Kitchen.
Oh, there will be more.
Yeah, there will be more.
I'll make sure of it.
So let's see. We did actually a little bit of video when we went to grab a couple of the ingredients. So I'll link that. And let's see, what else did I want to tell the people?
Start eating it.
So let me know if you give it a try. Comment and subscribe for more Geek Kitchen along with our other geek adventures. And we will see you soon. Bye.